All right, Tom Talk Insurance with Sonia from Bryan Insurance Agency, and we live in a digital world anymore. Almost everything that we do is online, and we see commercials all the time. Television, we hear them on radio, and we see them via Facebook and all this about buy from the lizard, buy from Flo, buy from whoever. Online, what are the advantages, disadvantages of online shopping?
Well, Rick, I've been asking on my social media and different things, asking people if they have insurance questions to hit me up so we can maybe talk about them during this time. And one of the questions that I've received is, what do you think about buying insurance online? And so I thought we'd talk about that today. Now, as you know, I like to shop online. You like to shop online. It's convenient. There's a lot of things, for example, if you want to read a book, I'd have to go drive to the store, and maybe out of town if we didn't have it. And now in just a few seconds, I can download it from an online site. So it is convenient to buy some things online.
But when it comes to insurance, it seems to me like, that's one of those things, like many other things, that if I'm going to be buying something, I want some a little advice when I go to buy it.
Well, I agree. And, there's some things, and I'll just use as an example, if we're going to have someone fix our car. We've got a problem with our vehicle. Maybe we're going to go and we're going to, if you're like me, I don't know anything about cars. So, I might ask somebody, or I might go and read up, do a little research online. But whenever I get ready to have that problem fixed, I want to take it to somebody that I trust, somebody that I've actually built a relationship with, that I know, so that if something goes wrong, I can go back to them. And also because I'm letting them work on my vehicle, which is a financial investment that I have. And so I kind of think insurance is along those same lines, that you might want to, when it comes right down to purchasing insurance, you might want to do that with somebody that you know, somebody that you trust, somebody that you have a relationship with.
And another thing about buying online is that whenever you do buy online, you have zero idea who you're buying from.
Well, that's true. And again, I'm not against online, and I totally think doing research online is a good thing. And one of the myths that is out there that I've heard quite a bit is that people think if I buy my insurance online, it's going to be cheaper because the insurance company isn't having to pay an agent commission to sell that. Well, the truth is that the insurance company is paying someone. They're either paying their employee that you're working with online, or they're paying an agent. So somebody's getting paid. So it really isn't necessarily cheaper if you buy it online, because you're bypassing an agent. And, you might have questions, you might have a problem, and you have no idea who that person is that you've been working with because you've never met them before. So that's why, again, I highly recommend doing all your research, maybe even getting some quotes just to see what they look like. But when it comes right down to it, I really recommend that you work with an agent that you know, and that you can actually go to their office, call them, talk to that person.
You see a lot of commercials on television, or you hear them, and they promise something, whatever the case may be, and then whenever you buy your policy online, you have a problem. Well, you're thinking, A, I didn't get what I bought, what I wanted to, or B, now who do I talk to?
Right, yeah, I mean, you can call that 800 number. I can pretty much guarantee you're not going to get the original person that you talked with. And, your experience may turn out just fine. But personally, I would want to know that I was talking to somebody. Now, what I would suggest, that if you are one of those people, maybe you, with your work schedule, it's just hard for you. Maybe say if you work nights, and so that you have to sleep during the day, or whatever with your schedule, that you can't get with an agent, go online and request a quote. You can request a quote online with a local agent. For example, you can go onto our Bryan Insurance Agency website and fill out as much as you want to right there, and then it'll send it to us and request a quote that way. But when it comes right down to that last part where you decide that you're going to buy the insurance, I highly recommend that it's with someone that you've met.
So just for us out here that have zero idea anything about insurance, we basically just pay it and hope it works whenever we need it. Making sure that we have a relationship with somebody, we have someone that we can pick up a phone and talk to, or step in their office is a way better deal than possibly buying some online.
That's my opinion. Of course, I'm an agent and I work for a local agency, and so you're going to say, of course, you feel that way. But I will tell you something that I did, about maybe 6 or 7 years ago, just as an experiment, is that I went to an online website. I will not say the name of the company, but I went online to get a quote, and I have been in the insurance industry since 1985, so that's a long time. And I didn't understand some of the questions that they were asking me to get the quote. So, I'm not saying that I know more than anybody else, but I'm just saying it's not as easy as it sounds. And so I know I'm repeating myself, but I think you need to work with somebody that you know, that you trust.
If folks need to get a hold of you guys, call you to ask you questions, or possibly they've bought something online, they're wanting to maybe let that expire and get something new, who do they talk to?
Well, what you can do is you can call our office, 940-549-2525. You can come visit us. We're on the second floor of the Sierra Bank Building in downtown Graham, Texas, or you can visit us online at www.bryanins.com.
Give Brian Insurance a call today. You'll be glad you did. Stay tuned. We have more coming up here on the 8 o'clock hour on Q94.7.